Good morning and thank you for joining me. This is Emily with Emily Talks, and I want to address today facing challenges because that's what I'm currently going through. Yesterday, I recorded 2 really fantastic videos and I ran into 2 separate, very different, very hard to figure out issues trying to get them captured properly or upload them. And I want to get out something today, even though I'm still going to be working on those videos from yesterday, hopefully to get them up today. I don't care what my upload schedule looks like today. It may just be a massive content coming out, or it could just be this and my 2 shorts. So the thing that I want to address about challenge is there's a few different challenges that I'm facing right now in my life. So uploading the video to YouTube is something that you can see directly because you're watching my videos. The other thing is I'm also changing over to this keto diet. I want to talk a little bit about the struggles that I've had with switching over to keto and, what challenges look like for me and be open and honest about those so that I can come here and do the thing that I intended to do, which is journal. I came here to do journaling, and that's important to me first. So I have found that when I'm reviewing information and I'm reviewing my different topics, I actually come to different insight for myself that I didn't have beforehand. And you can kind of hear it in some of the previous videos that I did, particularly the one that has not uploaded yet today. But it's on the way, y'all. I will figure out a way. So with the keto diet, Thursday last week. So today is Sunday. Yesterday, Saturday was all my messed up videos. Thursday was the day that I posted the video, or I didn't make any videos besides one short about my workout because I ended up having a panic attack. Friday, I posted a video about panic attacks, and I had a rough day. So when I had the rough day on Thursday, I decided to order pizza. Pizza is not keto at all. As y'all may know, keto is no calories. That means no grains, no sugars, staying away from a lot of vegetables, and then high in fat content. Because that is what ketosis is switching over to burning fat versus burning calories. Since then, I was out and about on Friday. I went with some very dear friends out thrifting, which is where my new wardrobe came from. I'm super excited about it. This one I haven't washed or anything. I'm just wearing it straight from the thrift store, and it smells like somebody's really, really, really yummy dryer freshener, fabric softener smell. Oh, it smells so nice. I want to find out what this scent is and get it for my laundry too. So wearing some cool clothes, got my son tons of stuff that he really needed. Plus I was able to hang out with some dear, dear friends that are part of my community here where I'm from. But that meant a whole day away from home. I brought 3 boiled eggs. I sure did. I ate those 3 boiled eggs without salt, and I am learning to really enjoy my food without, eating carb-free food, as well as eating 0 sugars. I am totally digging my coffee with just heavy cream in it, and I really dug those eggs, man. However, later on in the day, I ate a Hero. Oh, it's so good. I don't know, man. I think tzatziki has quite a bit of sugar in it. The unseen sugars, and any sugar is bad sugar because it will interrupt ketosis. So that's kind of really important. And then when I got home, I ate this banging salad, and then I ate more pizza. So that was Friday. Today is Sunday. Yesterday was Saturday. Yesterday, Mark and I were doing pretty good. I'd done this fantastic shopping trip at Aldi, have all these really wonderful things to eat that are super keto. We had some cheese and meat and Brussels sprouts for dinner, which, shocker to me, Mark loves Brussels sprouts. Don't know where that came from. And they're microwavable. They're like not even like roasted Brussels sprouts that are so super like crispy and dope. No, these crackers were like soggy. And he was like, Mom, I'm so excited to eat these. So, yep, we had that for dinner. And then a little while later, he would, my son would said to me, he was like, oh, I want to take a trip out to the store. Is there anything that you need from the store? And this is usually the point where, we're getting soda, chips, and candy. And that's exactly what happened last night. I gave in to those cravings for soda, chips, and candy. And, rationalization Emily is over here saying, well, I did get Coke Zero, which is still an issue for ketosis when you have zero carb sweeteners. And I'm not exactly sure why. I think it's because it will still trick the brain because you're getting the sensory input of sweetness. So you can still end up messing up your diet or, just craving more sugar, whatever the case may be. So that was really messed up. And that's a challenge for me. That's a real challenge. I do feel deeply like I was talking about before, that impetus, that energy that comes out from inside of me and just radiates out from me. I feel that when I'm properly doing my diet and I'm learning to really connect down with food. A really super cool thing that comes about when I diet, whether it's getting rid of salt or sugars or any of those things, is that I start connecting with the original flavors of food, and my palate just goes nuts. And it doesn't take me very long, which is kind of cool. I like enjoying food, and when I can enjoy food that's just so raw and natural, and kind of straight from the source, and say, oh my gosh, this is so good, that makes me feel deeply proud of myself, that I'm not just here for the sugars and the feel goods of eating. I'm also here because I genuinely taste these different flavors, and they give me this bubbly feeling inside of enjoying the experience. Like if I was coffee tasting or, tasting a really great dark chocolate, which I've also got dark chocolate. I had to look for an 85% cacao dark chocolate. I looked at all of the added sugars. I found one that was only 2 grams of added sugars. Oh, I'm reconnecting with some German chocolate, and I feel so excited about it. So, I just need to realign myself with my dieting goals. Another thing is that there's an app that I could be recording when I'm eating. And when I'm falling off, I don't feel like recording at all. It makes it really difficult for me. And that reminds me of a skill called with awareness comes accountability. And it's like I don't want to be aware because I don't want to see how much I am failing and hurting my body when that's not my intention. It doesn't matter what intentions are though, because if I'm not doing it, I'm not doing it. I'm hurting my body if I'm not making those goals. Particularly for ketosis, because you have to get into You have to switch your body. I have to switch my body over to a different way of burning food to keep me going. And the more that I keep feeding myself in carbs, the more my body is just going to get signals to store the fats that I'm eating that were meant to feed the ketosis. So, so I need to turn my intentions back over to doing the Carb Manager app, to exploring what I have already purchased that are great things to eat. I've got a ton of stuff that's in this house. Just these gorgeous, huge zucchinis that I have a bunch of cauliflower that is ready to be riced. And y'all, ricing cauliflower is so easy. Look it up. All you do is get out like a cheese grater, grate up that cauliflower. You pat it dry a little bit, like lay it out on some paper towel and then, pat it dry. And that's riced cauliflower. Like, that's all you need to do. You could saute it from there. And, I love me some cilantro and lime, and I haven't made any yet, but I'm really looking forward to it, especially if I can get some of that bottom rice, where you get a nice good layer from the butter that you've put in, creating that nice crust on it and just getting that little bit of crunch. I am stoked to see what cauliflower can do to change my life. I also got some shrimp to make garlic and a butter and garlic shrimp scampi kind of thing over zucchini noodles. So tons of really great things that I'm excited about, and I want to reconnect with that so that I can focus on the can-dos versus the, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did, and move past this challenge. And also accept that me changing looks like me changing. It doesn't look like, me trying, failing, and then saying, oh, well, I can't do that now. It's not how it goes. So I want to stay encouraged. The other thing that has been kind of just a freaking wrench in my, machine is I can't upload 2 of my videos to YouTube from yesterday. So I did 2 videos yesterday, one on I'm not a professional. That particular video is important to me because my content that I uploaded from Friday touched on some ideas that I don't want to just leave hanging out in my YouTube sphere that doesn't talk about the fact that, I come from a place of hurt and healing, that some of my ideas that come out of this channel are not going to be helpful to others, that could even be harmful to others, simply because I'm in the thick of it in some ways. And I'm wanting to bear my experience, to, let it be shown what my struggles are, and, the cognitive struggles as well, as I'm integrating all of this information that I have about, trauma and how I heal and what has happened to me, and, accepting moral responsibility for my own happiness without accepting moral responsibility to the damage that trauma has done in my life, and walking that fine line. And, I ran into some scary concepts on Friday when I was talking about, having a bad day. And then yesterday, Saturday, I did a really great video addressing that so I could talk with talk with y'all about who I am, where I come from, being very clear about where those ideas came from, and linking some super dope articles down in the description. I don't know what I'm going to link today, y'all. I'm really just here to say don't give up. So I don't have a ton of articles, but keep checking those descriptions. I don't say it in every video, But if there's something that I can link to that actually gives an academic perspective or a professional perspective on something that I have learned from an academic, and then I just blurt out whatever my idea was about that to y'all, um, my ideas are not from the horse's mouth. It's my interpretation or the way that I have integrated those ideas. Um, and sometimes they can just be flat wrong. So I know a few times, like I talked about some medical issues that I've experienced or whatever. Like, when I was talking about a fistula before, it was a fistula that was getting ready to form. That was the right word. I just couldn't think of it. The other day when I was trying to remember the acronym for EMDR, totally butchered that. And that is the whole purpose of me dropping those links in the description, is to make sure that I'm not just leaving y'all with whatever my perceptions are or what my takeaways are, flawed as they are. So the challenges with my YouTube videos, one is that one of the videos I'm having issues with is it's too long, or there's something corrupted in the actual video data itself. It gets to a certain amount uploaded, and then it's like, haha, we're not going to help you out anymore. Try again. Oh, it's annoying. So I've done a lot of the troubleshooting that I know how to do, coming from a tech background, but it's starting from least invasive, and I've just tried the least invasive maneuvers several different times in different scenarios to see if maybe it was a connectivity issue, or maybe it was a traffic load issue, since I am using cable internet. If there's a lot of traffic in my area, that can really bog down the connection. I don't know. I've just been trying different things, and I can't get out this video, and I'm really proud of that video. The second challenge that I ran into is I reached out to a bunch of people that are really important to me to ask them if they wanted to do interviews for my channel. And I want to keep reaching out to people that have either impacted me or they have something to offer about the particular topic that I'm going to be addressing. I did my very first interview, which took a lot of setup. It was technically going to be my second interview, but the first interview, I was struggling so hard to set up everything that I had to reschedule that one. And now I did this interview with one of my friends, Aaron, whom I love so dearly. He's been close in my life for several years now. It totally messed up. Instead of recording both of us at the same time, it switches in between his face and my face. Y'all, I am very discouraged because we talked about a fantastic topic. I carved this time out of his schedule, and then we ended up having a fantastic discussion. He shared some really wonderful things about our topic, and I want to get those messages out to y'all, and I'm uncertain what that's going to look like. I feel, I reached out to my friend and I said, hey, my recording's all messed up. Would you be interested in an opportunity to do this over again? However, I kind of want to post it as it is because my content improving is part of this journey here. Maybe that will be a message to somebody who's here viewing my videos about perseverance and accepting that perfect is good enough. As far as achieving excellence within my channel and excellence within my product, that is still something that doesn't come off of the table just because I've, accepted that something didn't go perfectly, but it's also that I choose action regardless of what's going on. Now, I still do need to go in and do some basic editing because the format changes several times throughout. I just feel like that would be criminal negligence on my part if I don't do something to fix the view for that video. But completely re-recording it, I don't know if that's the right thing to do either, because it's really great footage, even if the camera angles suck and, you know, it keeps switching between our two faces. I don't know, maybe I can go on to Google and rearrange the video in some other format. It looked different when I was viewing it one way versus a different way. So I really don't understand what my next steps are going to be, but you bet your Batushkins I'm going to be on this computer today working it out. So thank you so much for joining me this morning. I know I probably sound like a gravelly smoker and have some funky energy going on this morning, but it's because I rolled out of bed and I was like, I need my content. I not only need my content, but I want to connect with you. And I want my intentions to be clear to myself, what it is that I want to do with my life and what it is that I am trying to accomplish. And look, the sun is finally leaking into my home, so you can see less of my bags under my eyes. I'm 35 and I really don't suffer from bags. I think that's pretty dope. On that note, thank you so much for coming in and joining me on this Sunday. I hope y'all have a wonderful rest of your week, and I'll connect with you again next week.